Box office. Oh, man. The box office. Yep. Yikes. I thought it had potential to at least maybe attempt to get close to $1 billion. Maybe it had potential to get to $1 billion because I thought, oh, well, the hype seems to be out there. When the trailer came out, the hype was just lifted up. When, the first reactions when it came to the movie, the hype was way up there. But man, it took a wicked turn last week. It took a wicked turn. But let's go ahead and look at the box office numbers over the weekend. And yeah, it wasn't too pretty, even though it still won the box office. But yes, it came in number one, but only with 55.7 million domestic. Not so great. But then, of course, now it's been updated. Now it's at 64.2 million domestic, 74.5 international, and then, of course, we have a grand total of 138.7. I know some people in some headlines were saying that it didn't even make as much as Black Adam. Ouch! I would have thought it would have obliterated Black Adam, but sadly it did not. It only made that much. It only made that much when it came to the box office, and I was like, damn, that sucks. But it's just kind of weird because you also had a Pixar movie that came out, Elemental, and this only sits at 45.2 million. This was like a weird weekend when it came to the box office. I mean, you got a Pixar movie that came out, an original Pixar movie that came out, and it did way worse. We have Transformers Rise of the Beast had a 66.1% drop. Ouch. That movie sits at 278.9 right there, so that movie had a pretty significant drop. And then, of course, you had The Blackening that came out, 6 million domestic. I'm not sure if it got released worldwide. Okay, it's at 7 million right there. I heard that movie was funny. And then, of course, you had a limited release of Asteroid City. So what happened when it came to the box office? Why did the box office? I mean, we can only hope that it could have legs. I mean, there's not a blockbuster movie that's coming out this week. We have that Jennifer Lawrence movie that comes out this week. So, I'm not sure. Maybe that movie will be a big hit. Who knows? But that's the only movie that's coming out this week. And I think the following week, that's when Indiana Jones comes out. But will it have legs? It's not looking like it's going to have legs, but you never know. Because again, when it came to Aquaman, the first Aquaman, that made 69 million domestic and it ended up making $1 billion. So you never know what could happen when it comes to the international markets, especially. Seems like domestically it's not going to be happening. But what happened? Could it be that the Ezra Miller controversy, could that have affected it? Absolutely. Probably not with a lot of the general audience, but you see the headlines, you see all that stuff, you see that there's controversy and everything, and people are just going to read the headlines. They're not going to do the research, where a lot of that was blown way out of proportion. Could it be that the announcement of the new DCU slate? Absolutely. That was a weird thing. We all kind of went, yeah, it's kind of weird that you have 4 DC movies coming out this year, and you're already announcing a whole complete new slate that's starting 2 years from now. I'm thinking that was not smart. It wasn't smart to do that, even though it was like exciting, like, okay, cool, we're going to get this universe and it's going to have some craziness that's going to be involved. But at the same time, it's like you still have 4 movies right here. So that probably had some effect with it. When it comes to everything that's happening with the Cavill thing and the Snyderverse still kind of intact, kind of not, did that have some effect with it too? Yes. The last movie, Shazam, nobody was like, who cares about that? Black Adam, of course, was like, oh, that's cool. Hey, Henry Cavill's back, but then now he's not. That probably had some effect with it too. Sure. Do I think that the fan screenings, the numerous fan screenings had an effect? Yes. Another dumb idea. What the fuck were you thinking? What the fuck were you thinking having so many fan screenings? I can understand 1 week, have a few fan screenings. 1 week, sure. Give fans the opportunity, give influencers, cosplayers the opportunity to do all that. But it was every week. There was like a fan screening every week. Did you not think things were going to leak? If you're going to do something like that, you better lock up some fucking cell phones. I just couldn't believe how many freaking fan screenings were happening. You had like 4 weeks worth of fan screenings. Dumb. That was dumb. That last week when things leaked online, the cameo shots and everything, that had, the tone of the hype, just, it did a 180 flip. people were going like, fuck this movie, this is ridiculous, and all this kind. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was messy. It was pretty crazy. I think that had a significant part of all this stuff too.